Hello everybody, it's Cobalt here and welcome back to another customizing time-lapse. Today's video is very exciting because this is not just any customizing time-lapse, I am actually recreating my mascot. If you guys are new to the channel or haven't been around for very long, my mascot is this character named Cobalt. He is a blue wolf, or he's a husky. He's like interchangeably a wolf and a husky at the same time, I don't know. I mainly just call him a wolf, but he's blue and white and he's got some other brown details, and he is my Sona, and he is a very special and important character to me, and he means so much to me. And obviously I use an LPS custom version of him as my mascot for this YouTube channel, and if you have followed my videos for a while, you have probably seen the utter deterioration of this custom. Now, that is not a testament to the quality of my customs hold up very well, but the thing is, since I created Cobalt, I can therefore do whatever I want with the custom, and he has been through a lot of shit. He has been shoved into backpacks and pockets and thrown in dirt and covered in hand sanitizer, and yeah, he's had a lot going on. If you can look very closely at my original custom of him, he's got dust everywhere, he's got different colored paint chips, he's even got some bite marks on the tail from when my cat chewed his tail up, and then his tail actually broke off, so I had to super glue it back on, but then I never repainted over the broken part. Yeah, it's a whole mess. He's definitely seen better days, but I feel like that also shows that I love this custom so much that I'm willing to put him through anything and take him everywhere with me. But, you know, he is the face of the channel, and I would like the custom that I use as my mascot to look good, but also better reflect the character. While I love the custom, he doesn't actually look exactly like Cobalt, my character, the way that I draw him. The way that I draw him, the color is a lot different, and the hair is totally different, and he also has these 3 little piercings that I put on his ears as sort of a little reminder of the emo phase that Cobalt once had when I first created him. So I wanted to incorporate all of those things into the new custom, clean him up a bit, and make him a little more cartoony and match my current customizing style. I also decided to make him completely from scratch instead of just recustomizing the original Cobalt, because like I said, I still love the original custom even though he's very beat up now. I want to keep that custom and cherish it forever and just have this new version of Cobalt to use for my videos from now on. So the only things that I sculpted on this guy were the hair, the eyebrows, and the piercings. The tail is from a Generation 2 sitting down Persian cat. I just cut it off and glued it on, and then I did add a bit of clay to smooth the tail into the body and hopefully give it a more secure fit than the original one, which was just glued on and no clay was added at all. And then I mixed a new color of blue paint to make his base color as accurate to my digital drawings of him as possible, and then I got to painting. The design is still 100% the same, nothing has changed. The only thing that has changed is updated colors to more better fit the actual character. So while you guys are still watching the time lapse, I do want to talk a little bit about Cobalt's design. I feel like I probably talked about this before in a past video, but since this video is all about Cobalt and me updating him, I thought that it would be fitting to talk about it again now. So Cobalt started off as this LPS on my channel. If you are a very OG viewer, you probably recognize this as my old mascot. This is the LPS that I started off using, and eventually the more and more that I was drawing this character, the more it sort of evolved into my own original character and original design. But obviously there are still some things that are similar to this LPS, such as the blue coloration and these little like spiky lines in the middle of the head. That's definitely something that has transferred over to my original character design, and I feel like is one of the most important parts of Cobalt's design as a whole, even though a lot of people forget to add that when drawing him. So for a while, Cobalt was just a blue and white wolf, but eventually I decided to add some brown into his design. I added brown into his eyes as well as the blue, and I added this brown stripe on the tail. The reason why I decided to do that is because in real life I have brown eyes and brown hair, and I thought that incorporating that into Cobalt's design would also connect me more to the character, and that's definitely one of my favorite parts of his design as well. And then of course he has his light blue tongue, and he's got light blue paws, and the other parts of his eyes are light blue as well. So for his eyes, it's light blue on the top and brown on the bottom. And originally I used to draw Cobalt's hair like the spiky version on the original custom, but over time it turned into a more swoopy and swirly design, so he sort of has this quick little swoop of hair on his head. And again, a lot of people don't exactly draw it like that, which is completely fine, but every time I draw Cobalt, I make sure to include that part in the drawing. And now the time lapse is over, so it is officially time to do the reveal and talk about him a little bit more, and I'm really excited to show you guys this custom. I'm super happy with the way that he turned out. It definitely took me a long time to finally make this update, but I'm glad that I did, and I'm also extremely impressed to see how much I've improved, because again, despite the dirtiness of this custom, I still think that he looks pretty good for how old he is. This custom is from 2019, I believe, and obviously now it's 2023. That's many years later, but this guy turned out way better than I was expecting. So without further ado, here is the reveal. here he is, guys. Look at him. Look at this man, this handsome guy. Okay, that got kind of weird. So anyways, right off the bat, he looks very, very light blue standing next to my original mascot, but the color's actually pretty dark on his own. Cobalt is not a light blue, but he's definitely lighter than the original base color that I used for this one. All of the colors on this guy, except for obviously the white and the black, are totally updated. He's got obviously the new base blue. The blue for his tongue and his mouth and his paws is different, and then the brown for the eyes and the tail is different as well. I also painted the eye shape a bit different to make them sort of more cartoony. I also fixed up his little face marking. I don't know why this one is like so high up on the face. It's also totally off-centered. I'm now just realizing. But this one definitely is a much cleaner looking design, and I also changed up the shape of his eyebrows. On this one, he just has circle eyebrows, but I decided to give these ones more of an eyebrow shape. And then of course, he has his piercings right here, as you can see. Here is the tail. You can see there's also a much smoother transition. So you look at these bite marks on this guy's tail, and then the super glue line. Yeah, this one definitely looks a lot better. And then also with this custom, because I use him to talk so much, all the paint around his neck is rubbing off. This new custom is also super smooth. Like, he's so much smoother. I mean, this one's still pretty smooth actually. He just feels weird because I touch him all the time with my oily, gross fingers. Also, look at the bottom. Oh, he's even got paint chip right here. I did not realize that. But yeah, as you can see, way cleaner and crisper and nicer. The paws look a lot better too. These ones are kind of not that great. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I mean, I would hope that my customizing has improved since 2019. Also, look at his hair. That's one of my favorite parts of the custom. That's something that's always bothered me about this custom, is that his hair is totally wrong. It's even facing in the wrong direction, and I feel like that would just cause a lot of people to like draw the character wrong, which is totally on me. But let's get that boy out of here. Here's a picture again of this custom next to the most current reference sheet I have of Cobalt. I honestly need to redraw that because that one's kind of old. I love the way they turned out. I think he turned out so great. But I hope that this is a change that you guys are all cool with and that you can get used to it. I have no idea why he looks so light on camera. Since that guy is so dirty, let's do a little side-by-side comparison of the photo from when I first made that one, so you can see a little bit better the front view. It's a much better custom, and I'm very excited to finally be making this change onto my channel. I hope that you guys enjoy it. I'm just rambling at this point, but Cobalt is such an important character to me, and I'm so happy to have him as my mascot and to have made all these customs and things of him. And now the old custom will be retiring to my Cobalt shrine with all the other Cobalt things that I have, all the Cobalt figures and things like that. So yeah, this guy is going to be the new updated modern face of the channel. It is obviously still Cobalt. Nothing has changed. He has just gotten a makeover, and he's much cooler now, and I love him a lot, and I hope that you guys like him as well. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you all in my next one. And of course, you guys will all be seeing the new Cobalt in the next one. Bye.